Bitcoin, it is happening right now, and on today's update video, I will talk about my price targets, I will talk about the spot Bitcoin ETF flows that has been significantly increasing once again, and we have seen the lowest grayscale Bitcoin outflow ever since launch, so I will be talking about this and many more very important charts. The Bitcoin funding rates that are literally hitting highs not seen in over 3 years, and many more important charts that are going to tell us something about what is the next move, and of course, a slight little update here on Ethereum. So without any further ado, don't forget to slap that like button back above 800 likes. That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. So first of all, I've talked about this consolidation phase for quite a long time here, and ever since we broke above the top side of resistance, that was the point the continuation started. And like I discussed yesterday, I was expecting a big move was happening since the volume was dropping significantly, and yesterday we saw a volume breakout outside of this region. And while we were getting this small little fake out on the lower side, I told everyone the volume is low, so most likely this is a fake out. And yesterday as well, we also exactly filled up the CME gap I talked about, and then we had that push up towards the upside. So things exactly played out like we were expecting, and Bitcoin right now is indeed breaking out of that Bitcoin bull flag pattern I've talked about many times before, and the price target of this Bitcoin bull flag pattern is laying somewhere around 60 to $1,000 US, and Bitcoin currently already hit more than 47,000 US dollars and almost was about to be hitting 48,000 US dollars. So that is of course absolutely incredible. I don't expect that Bitcoin is going to go up in a straight line here, and what you need to understand is that the main reason why Bitcoin has been pumping towards the upside is most likely once again due to the fact that there's been a lot of Bitcoin being bought by Fidelity and BlackRock. And actually we saw that yesterday Grayscale only had an outflow of 22 million US dollars, and this was by far the lowest outflow day we've ever seen before. And in the meantime, still there are huge amounts of buys from Fidelity, from BlackRock, and from ARK Invest, and due to that we're seeing Bitcoin having massive buy pressure on the market right now. And while this all is happening, guys, I want to be quickly pointing out that Bitcoin exchange futures open interest also just hit a new all-time high, and this means that there has never been more open interest in the market in Bitcoin ever before. And open interest is basically once you open up a trade with, let's say, $1 with 100x leverage, you're adding $100 in open interest in the market. And this is sitting right now at all-time highs, what mean there is going to be a lot of volatility in this market in the coming period, because once open interest is high, we usually see a lot of liquidations and we see a lot of volatility. And while this in fact is happening, I am seeing something that is quite worrying, but this happens all the time in bull markets. The Bitcoin funding rates just hit a high of 0.085%, and this is something very seriously. And if you don't understand how funding rates work, I will do a quick breakdown. If funding rates are positive, so above the 0.01, it means that you're paying an interest on your long position. If it's negative, you're paying an interest on your short position, because in crypto, if you're going to be trading, the longs pay the shorts and the shorts pays the longs. And if there are only long positions in the market, the funding rates go extremely high, and that way you pay the other long traders in the market to be having their positions open and to be making profit. So what this basically means is that there is a massive amount of Bitcoin long positions in the market open, and not of course only on Bitcoin, but on a lot of crypto altcoins right now here. And while we indeed have seen this significant surge across Bitcoin, this move towards the upside of an about, 10 to 12% here, we have not really seen these altcoins take off. Like Ethereum has still been lagging behind a little bit, BNB as well, and I believe that once Bitcoin is going to consolidate a little bit sideways, that these altcoins are actually going to be exploding. So make sure to pay attention towards that, because usually in these types of markets, Bitcoin first tends to lead, and after that altcoins tend to be exploding. But at the same time, I want to be pointing out that this is extremely risky to be opening up long positions in the market right now here. I mean, I've said it several times before, I am spot long on Bitcoin right now here, but due to the fact that the funding rates are so extremely high, I want everyone to be a little bit more cautious, because yeah, you could definitely get extremely hard correct if you are going to be opening up any long positions right now, especially since Bitcoin bumped just 12% towards the upside, and also due to the fact that the funding rates are so extremely high. And like I said on the channel many times before, I was expecting indeed we were going to have that continuation towards the upside because we were looking at this bull flag pattern on Bitcoin, but I didn't decide to be opening up a trade on it because there are just some signals that the market is overheated, just like the funding rate signal right here. So currently I'm still waiting to open up my next trade, but guys, please give me some time. If I'm going to be opening up a trade, I am sharing it with you guys out there, and I want to only share a trade where I'm 100% convinced, and I don't need to trade every single day since, yeah, in the last 6 months, I've took like 5 to 6 trades. We're all at least 100% profit, and I already made more than $100,000 with it. And I am not going to chase the trade. I let the trade come to me. So there'll be a lot of other coins right now probably about to be exploding on the market, and you have the opportunity to be grabbing it. So if you want to be trading it, make sure to go to Deepcoin. Soon I will be also opening up my copy trading account, and you can join any other copy trader as well. And like you can see, they're doing more than $70,000 profit in the last 30 days, and you could be joining them as well. And if you want to do so, go to the link description of today's video, sign up an account to Deepcoin, because you can only copy trade if you sign up an account using that link below. And on top of that, if you use that link, you will get an additional deposit bonus. So check it out right now here if you're interested in trading. The Bitcoin indeed is right now just pushing up towards the upside, broke above this very important daily resistance, like you can see here on the weekly time frame. And this was major daily resistance in the past, got us rejected for 2 weeks in a row, and right now Bitcoin is clearly breaking above it. And the last time we broke above this level, Bitcoin straight away pushed up towards $60,000, and the last time we broke actually below this level was the point we straight away dumped towards the downside, back towards that $52,000 level. So this is a very important level that we just broke above of. And historically speaking, we tend to be moving very quickly in this region because there's almost no volume traded at all. And while Bitcoin indeed is pushing up, if we're going to be looking at the Fibonacci, we're about to be approaching the 0.786. And if we're looking at the previous bear market, what happened once Bitcoin broke above the 0.65? That was, of course, the start of the Bitcoin bull run, but we straight away broke through the 0.786. And then we went sideways for approximately 4 weeks towards that all-time high, and then boom, we crushed above it. So maybe we're going to get something similar to this right now here. If we confirm the break above 0.786, I expect a big move here towards that $69,000 level, and then Bitcoin is going to trade sideways for 4 weeks, and then potentially we're going to be having that next big move towards the upside. And you have to understand that right now we still have not seen the Bitcoin halving, and historically speaking, Bitcoin has never formed a new all-time high before halving, but we are currently on our way to be actually doing this because if I'm looking at the data, we're currently only an approximately 20% away from all-time highs, and that is actually quite massive. Bitcoin is super close towards all-time highs, and once we do break above all-time highs, that is the point where the real FOMO is going to be hitting the markets. And I mean, we've not even seen the Bitcoin halving that usually also leads towards even more hype in the market. And historically speaking, Bitcoin, its bull run starts after the halving, but it looks to be that this time it is clearly going to be different. And maybe we'll still see that rejection and Bitcoin doesn't break above the all-time high before halving, but due to the fact that we're seeing these large inflows from the spot Bitcoin ETF, this could be one of the reasons why Bitcoin is indeed pushing up higher and higher. And I mean, while this all is happening, of course, we're seeing that the bull flag on Bitcoin is breaking out. But yesterday as well, Michael Saylor bought another $3,000 of Bitcoin, and right now he's in a profit of about $4.6 billion US, and MicroStrategies is buying, BlackRock is buying. I mean, everyone is currently buying, and they're not looking to sell anytime soon. And because of the MicroStrategy stock only going up and up, it is likely that actually Michael Saylor is going to be even buying more Bitcoin due to this. Because the higher the stock goes, the more money they can borrow against it, and the more Bitcoin they can buy. And the higher Bitcoin goes, the more value comes towards the company, so they can be buying even more Bitcoin. So this is absolutely insane. And guys, you need to get ready right now, because we are probably going to be in this kind of stage of a market for the coming 2 years, and there will be so much money to be making in this market right now, especially once we do break above the all-time high here. Because yeah, we've been looking at this bull flag pattern, and maybe I have to adjust myself as well towards the bull market vibe that Bitcoin only goes up here, because sometimes I have been a little bit more conservative. I want to be honest with you guys, indeed I have. But indeed, I talked about how this bull flag pattern is most likely going to be breaking bullish, but yeah, things are looking very good on Bitcoin. A thing that is actually very interesting to be seeing right now as well is that Ethereum, of course, indeed also moved towards the upside. Ethereum compared to Bitcoin seen a slight little retracement. People are straight away saying, oh, I told you so, Ethereum is going to be going down against Bitcoin. I don't really believe so, because we do know that the Ethereum spot ETF is coming in like 86 days from now on. And this is going to be the next hype in the market. While it is indeed not performing good right now here, it is lagging behind Bitcoin a little bit here. You have to understand that in the past 3 weeks here, it is still up in about 12%. But I still believe that we're in the beginning phase of Ethereum compared to Bitcoin. And I do believe that this is going to be a very wonderful trade here. We're in the beginning of the exponential move. And always, if you look at the path to alt season, it's first that Bitcoin pumps, and then the money from Bitcoin flows in towards Ethereum. And that is stage 2. And we're currently still in stage 1 because the money is still flowing in towards Bitcoin through these ETFs. There's a lot of money flowing into Bitcoin that is adding liquidity towards the market. Then that money from Bitcoin is going to go to Ethereum, and then that money from Ethereum is going to flow towards large caps and altcoins. And that is how the path to alt season always works, and this is how money flows in the market. And if you want to be winning, this is how you need to be playing it. This is how you catch these large trades in the market. This is how you should be preparing yourself. I still believe that Ethereum is going to be outperforming Bitcoin in 2024, and I believe that altcoins, of course, are the better play from Bitcoin. But currently at the moment, Bitcoin is the one that is, of course, leading the game. We perfectly expected this move, this breakout, and due to the fact that we're having large volumes here on this breakout, this is a very legit breakout with, of course, a significant follow through, and I am super excited about where Bitcoin is stopping next year, because honestly, if we break above the 0.786, which we have done very quickly in the last bull market, Bitcoin is most likely going to be hitting all-time highs within 5 to 6 weeks from now on. And in 5 to 6 weeks from now on, we're also going to get the Bitcoin halving. So things are looking great for Bitcoin. This is the time to prepare. Double that like button. If you learned something from this video, I would highly appreciate it. And yeah, guys, this was it for me in today's update video. We'll be back tomorrow with another update, talking about Bitcoin, talking about what we're expecting next. And we'll be diving a little bit more in towards the short term. So hope to see you guys back tomorrow on another update video. Peace out. Goodbye.